Welcome to another amazing interview. Today our guest is Patrick Gerenge, the founder of ACME Fitness Training Institute. We're happy to have you, Patrick.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Patrick will be telling us about ACME.
ACME.
ACME. Oh, sorry, I thought it's like an okay. Yeah. So can you please tell us about ACME Fitness Training Institute?
Well, ACME, many people pronounce it like you have just done, ACME, but it's not an abbreviation. It's actually a word, an English word, which basically means it was rightfully chosen to fit what we are trying to do. So actually, if you Google it or look it up in the dictionary, it means a point where something that is being done is at its best. If it's a certain practice, it's being done at its best. Yes, so that's what ACME means. ACME Fitness Training Institute is basically a fitness school which trains people to become fitness instructors in exercise and related studies like nutrition. We have several courses that go into making all that. Basically to equip an instructor with the necessary skills and knowledge that will enable him or her become a fitness instructor people can depend on.
Okay. So do people get some training experience after studying these courses? Well,
for now, a majority of our students are people who are already in the field. Amazingly, is people who are already in the field, but they were not certified.
That's true.
They could have been qualified by experience, street experience, so to speak. But now we are giving them the knowledge that they need to be credible instructors, certified instructors, qualified instructors, so that when it's time to be accountable for what you're doing in terms of knowledge and skills, then you can show through papers, through practical skills that we impart in the students. So that's basically what we're doing, and like I said, most of the students right now are people who are already in the field. Not that we don't have students that are coming from scratch. We do, and we've molded them to become fitness instructors from zero knowledge of fitness. Yes.
So, Patrick, what do you think of the Ugandan fitness industry in comparison to other markets like Kenya, Europe, Asia? What would you say about that?
All right. You know, fitness is international. What is practiced here is practiced elsewhere in the world. So what ACME is doing is to standardize, so that whoever we produce as a graduate is able to practice wherever he goes. If he gets an opportunity in the States, he does. If he gets an opportunity across the border, here in Kenya, they do. Actually, maybe I didn't mention it. ACME is formally, it started from Kenya about in 2012. Now we are expanding. We are in Uganda, we are in Rwanda, the larger East Africa. And so what we do in terms of the standards, what you're asking, is to try and make sure that a graduate that comes out of ACME is not a graduate that will go to Nairobi and fail to perform. Is not a graduate that will go to abroad and fail to perform. And that's why we have our alumni who are working outside the East Africa, outside Africa. We have students, people who are working in Qatar, we have UAE. I have 2 former students. I think it was the first lot, class of 2013, that are working in the United States. Of course, there they have their own, they have their own regulations in terms of licensing and the qualifications you need to have. But I'm proud to say that they fit into into the profession quite well.
Sure. So that means that if you're a trainer, a Ugandan trainer, and you just flex on Instagram, post a lot of videos, you do not qualify into other markets.
Well,
without the papers, of course. Without the papers.
It's dependent on, like you see, there are several grades of qualifications.
Yeah.
Like we've talked earlier, I said there are some who are street instructors.
Yeah.
And I don't disqualify them because they have some knowledge.
True.
But ACME is here to make sure that the knowledge you have gets tested and gives you more into it so that you become an accomplished instructor. So not that you just, it's no longer about the body you have. Of course, that is important. You have to lead by example.
True.
But the knowledge and skills that you have are also very important, and where you acquired your knowledge and skills. It's an important aspect of becoming a credible instructor. Yes.
So how is ACME Fitness Training Institute engaging the community into fitness? How is it supporting this cause?
We have a few CSR programs in terms of, like for example, in Bugolobi here, we participate in monthly runs for the residents and try to encourage them and give them knowledge as to why they need to stay active and all that. So we have several programs that run, like for example, we have, apart from the Bugolobi one, on the larger Kampala scale, we have an annual fitness branch that just happened just recently. That we try, and it's a coalition of like-minded people who care about spreading the fitness gospel around to just make sure that people engage in physical activity and try to teach them how much is enough, how much is too much, and for those that want to be elite fitness people, like bodybuilders and stuff like that, we have that knowledge to impart to them. And people who just want to be fit for their health, we also have that knowledge, and we try to educate people around so that to encourage them embrace a life of physical activity. It's very important.
Several fitness trainers in Uganda don't have qualifications. So what would you say are some of the challenges why they don't have these qualifications, and how do you think they can be supported?
I think it comes from a background of first of all, not having any institute around.
Yeah, that's true.
To give the education that is needed for someone to become a fitness instructor. The only, I think, courses that are there at university level, where there's sports science and stuff like that, which is actually out of reach for very many people who would want to just become fitness instructors. Either by the costs involved and where to actually go and study from. That's one of the points. The second one is just the nature of how society operates. Sometimes people just want the easy way. And someone goes to the gym, their local gym, wherever it is, and gets a good-looking body, and they decide that I think I can become a trainer, an instructor, and so a majority of them started there, and you can't blame them. You can't blame them because we don't have systems in place to certify or license instructors, so that whoever comes into the market, they know that they need to pass through these several stages for them to become instructors. So ACME is here, and we're trying to collude with several stakeholders to make sure that if someone stands up today or today onwards and say that they are a fitness instructor, then they need to be respected because they need there need to be a recognition that this person has invested time in studies and graduated and got certified. And we are going to the level of now creating a body where we need to license instructors, basically for credibility and professionalism. Without that, we'll always be referred, I'm talking about instructors, always be referred as those street guys, the guys of lifting stones and metals. We need to get to a level where if you say you're a fitness instructor, people respect you. Yeah, and that's what we're trying to do for the Ugandan fitness market.
So generally, fitness courses are very expensive. If someone wants to become a trainer, how is ACME Fitness Institute trying to support this for budding fitness entrepreneurs? How are you trying to make it accessible so that these trainers can be able to afford this education?
We realize that that's one of the deterrents in people becoming certified and qualified fitness instructors. And since we are local, so to speak, local in terms of we understand the market. We are in the industry. We are in the market. So we understand the challenges people are going through. So we come to a level where we try and make it very affordable, very accessible to whoever wants to become a certified fitness instructor. We have payment plans, affordable payment plans for several of the courses that we offer. We are not brutal in terms of demanding for, like an upfront payment of the whole tuition fee. We have payment plans, and usually we discuss individually because several people have several ways they can raise their fees. The way I can do mine maybe is not the same way you can. So we usually discuss them individually, so that we try and bring in everyone. We don't want to leave anyone out of it. We don't want a situation where we say, no, ACME courses are too expensive, like that. So, like for example, this coming weekend we have first aid and CPR for fitness instructors, which is very important for anyone calling themselves a fitness instructor. They need to have knowledge in first aid and CPR because anything can happen during the sessions and stuff like that. So it's very important that fitness instructors gain that knowledge. But you see, that is just one. But over the year, we've had several workshops. Every quarter, we have several workshops touching on certain units and topical issues that affect fitness instructors and what we think a fitness instructor needs to know. Of course, it's not as deep as if you signed up for a proper course, but we bring up these topics in workshops every quarter so as to address those issues, the ones we think as a fitness instructor you need to gain knowledge from it.
Yeah.
Yes, so that you're competent enough.
Yeah,
You're competent enough. And this has helped, I can say it has helped a lot of instructors in the Ugandan fitness industry.
Yeah.
Because now what is happening is they're gaining confidence.
True.
Now when there is a job advertisement,
Yeah.
with that small certificate, they can go and go for an interview confidently, knowing that at least I know the topic of, for example, exercise prescription,
True.
and which is a very important unit you need to know as a fitness instructor. Because if you're a fitness instructor, for example, can you write a program for your client, and what are the steps to follow to write a fitness program or prescribe a fitness program for your client, a person who wants to lose weight, a person who just wants to keep fit, or a person who wants to gain weight. What are the steps you need to follow to prescribe that program? So that is very important knowledge. You might know that they need to lift heavy weights, for example, if they want to gain weight. But what are the protocols? What the science behind that? Because there's the nutrition part of it, there's the training part of it, there's the recovery part of it. So you as a fitness instructor, do you have that knowledge to prescribe such a program? And where does the client report if you're not doing that? You get, so that's where we're trying to go, trying to make this professional. We are coming up with a fitness body. There is already one in place, but we need to professionalize it, to make sure that it's doing the right thing to benefit the fitness instructors.
Okay. What advice would you give someone out there who wants to become a fitness trainer, but they don't know where to start from, but they really want to be a trainer? They see themselves growing in such a career.
All right, like I've said before, people have been doing it, but they've not been doing it the right way. You don't become a teacher before you learn how to teach. People have been learning on the job and all that. I think, and like I said, you can't blame them. It's just because there are no institutions to impart the knowledge. But now we are here. We're not saying we're the only institution. Like you said, if you go online, you can find very many. But most of the time, people who understand you, people who understand your needs and what the industry demands of, are better off placed to learn from. So I would like to, my advice is, do it the right way. Look for us. We'll try to be as flexible as possible to make sure that you learn with as much comfort as you can in terms of the fees, the costs involved and all that, so that, like we say, we don't want to leave anyone out. So right now there should be no excuse of an instructor in Uganda being out there without certification. Because we are here, and since we understand, we live amongst each other. We understand the challenges instructors are going through. So do it the right way.
How can you be found? How can you be found?
We are based at Royal Suits,
in
Bugolobi.
Okay.
Yeah, I can give out my number.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, contact us through 0786 343 605. You can even Google us, ACME Fitness Training Institute. You'll always find either a direct a link to our website or Facebook. We are there on Instagram. So we are major on social media. You can't fail to get us if you are really serious about wanting to join us.
Okay.
Yes.
Then the last one is now the advice we give someone who wants now to be who's planning to start their fitness journey. Yeah, like just an ordinary person. For them, they just want to start their fitness journey. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can ask?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What advice would you give someone who wishes to start their fitness journey?
The advice is basically, you see, as children who are brought up and were encouraged to stay active.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something that disappears as we grow older. For some of them, disappears way early in high school. And by the time they start even working, they're already overweight and they're already struggling with lifestyle diseases.
Yeah.
We don't want to get there. We don't want to get there. We always say a fit child will always turn out to be, most of the time, they'll always turn out to be fit adults, especially when they see the benefits out of it.
Yeah.
The benefits for anyone who wants to embrace a fit life, an exercise life, an active lifestyle, the benefits are numerous. Don't wait to become overweight. Don't wait to become fat for you to start working out. Make it a habit to just, for example, do 10,000 steps every day. You know, sometimes people think that the only way you can gain fitness is to join a gym. And then you go to the gym, and then the price puts you off. Then you go sit back and get fatter. And start having issues, the blood pressure and all that. Don't wait for that. Make physical activity a lifestyle. Everything else falls in place. If you want to lose weight, it will fall in place. You just want to, become fit, it will fall in place. Just making it a lifestyle. Make sure that every day you move. My mantra basically for anyone is to sit less and move more. Sit less, move more. You'll thank me later. It's not rocket science.
Yeah. True.
But now when you want specialized programs, like weight loss programs and all that, then it's usually advisable that you seek professional advice.
Yeah.
Check with your doctor, check with us, go to a gym, get proper advice so that you don't go wrong.
Sure.
You don't go wrong. But the just normal fitness journey, as we know it, is just to stay active. And that's why I say sit less, move more.
Well, you've heard from Patrick sharing fitness knowledge. And if you're out there and you want to become a fitness instructor, ACME Fitness Training Institute is here for you. He has shared how you can reach them. Start the journey, start it well, get certified, and of course there are a lot of opportunities that comes with that. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you.